poetry and short stories. Her two poetry collections are When Embers Dance, Melbourne Poets Union in 2015, and Love and Death in Castlemaine, always a great title. And just completed her book, Memoir of a Poet, New York, 1990s. Fascinating, and I hope we hear some more of that. But I'm going to leave it up to Katherine and introduce Katherine Seppings. Please come up, mate.
Hello. So I came to live in Chewton in the early 80s, or after that terrible drought. This is a poem from my time in Chewton in the 80s. Forest Creek Goldfields. Under my house is a big hole. Locals say is a mine shaft. At the back of Lucy Dawes' house, a pine tree disappeared down a hole in a mullock heap. Across the road, she told me, a pregnant woman hanging washing on her Hills hoist fell down a hole and got stuck, saved by her protruding belly. After it rains, holes open up along Golden Point Road. All through the ravaged hills, small craters with holes disguised by leaves and bark, large holes filled with old cars. The deeper you go, the older they get, dating back to their invention. Dogs have disappeared down holes, and once a man's body was found. I show visiting friends the mine shafts, some 300 feet straight down. We throw rocks in, listen to them hitting sandstone sides on the way to a muddy pool. Bits of red, rusted metal, cans, nails, now more plentiful than gold, lie strewn amongst white quartz and wasted earth. They say the whole of Chewton has tunnels and shafts beneath. We live on the surface of a collapsing world. The past, like memories, a labyrinth of hidden selves. And got to Colombia. This poem's from there, The Winds of Barranquilla. The winds of Barranquilla blow strong down the grey ochre, sand-driven streets, poverty-stricken streets, colours replaced with noise which the winds cannot sweep clean. I cannot call you. I cannot change money. I cannot find out about buses out of this carnival full of people who have forgotten how to dance in the sand-driven streets. Colombia is full of strangers who talk too fast. I call you from Santa Marta, Valentine's Day, from a back room behind the kitchen of a cafe where the waiter wants to speak English, tells me with pain and anger in his eyes that those who have not lived in the streets of Colombia or worked in the fields cannot speak of poverty. He turns a blind eye to the small boys in brown rags, paler than their skin, one hand rubbing the belly, the other stretched out, open to beg, motioning a clenched hand to the mouth. He laughs when a small girl in the kitchen asks if I am his girlfriend. If only. A way out. The winds have followed me. It is difficult to hear you. Difficult to make conversation, knowing I have a secret that will change your life as well as mine forever, just by knowing. I am pregnant, and I want the world to know. I want the winds to blow away the guilt, this feeling of having taken control of my own life and yours, this poverty of meaning. An act of finely tuned balance it was to conceive this idea, and I wobble on the line, wondering if I know help in any other language, or if I have the courage to keep on walking in the direction I ultimately choose, toward you, with the winds blowing against me, making it impossible to see my next step. Thank you.